That is the San Diego Comic-Con entrance point just here. They're very, very, very big issues. Super Mario Brothers. So I'm at the back right now of the Funko queue. It is very, very loud, and look, it is very, very busy here. The photo organizational skills are horrendous. There's not enough people serving food. Okay, so once you got your ticket from the desk, you've then got to head out, up this way, up towards the train station. And the train station is probably the quickest way of getting there. We have it. Let's do it, guys, let's do it. Now, the train station, guys, you can just tap your card. You haven't actually got to buy a ticket. Come downstairs, it's on platform 2, which is the one that goes to Malaga Centra. And this is the one you're gonna jump on all the way over to Victoria, Kent, which is the station closest to the Trade Fair Centre in Malaga. Okay, so I've just got off the train now. This is Victoria, Kent station on the C1 from the airport. And what we're gonna do is make your way upstairs, guys. And hopefully it's about a 5-6 minute walk to the convention centre. And then you turn left out of the train station, which is just over there. All right, still walking, but I've made probably one of the biggest mistakes I can do. I'm wearing jeans. I haven't had a chance yet to actually try and change into my shorts. It's a long walk, and it's like 26 degrees. Guys, I think we finally made it. It's a bit of a walk and a half, and this is the queue that goes all the way down alongside the FYCMA. It goes all the way along, all the way down there in one big giant loop. I feel kind of sorry for the people that are actually in costume, because they must be absolutely shattered right now. Oh, you gotta look at this queue. This queue is just going on and on. That is the San Diego Comic-Con entrance point just here. So all along here, you've got your individual general admission entry points, and that's the entranceway. Up right there. How crazy is that? And we're here. It was like the horriblest fight to kind of get here to start off with anyway, but nevertheless, let's do it. Ooh, it's so warm. All right, guys, this is the outside of the FYCMA Trade Fairs and Congress Centre here in Malaga. We've got a very long queue entrance over here right now, but this building is absolutely beautiful, and there are so many people. The train was absolutely rammed, so I couldn't really film it on there, but let's go inside and see what the fuss is all about, hey? Oh, sorry guys, I'm still wearing my jeans. After finding somewhere to finally change my jeans into these bad boy shorts, I can finally actually now get into the queue. So this is the central arena point here, guys. So up the left hand side, you've got Hall M, Village, Meet the Artist, and then the Collector Hall. That's obviously no entry. This is Hall S. This main whole thing here is Hall S. On the back right corner, you've got the Exhibitor Hall and the Artist Alley. Down the very bottom, you've got Auditorium 1 and 2. And this is the next queue to get into the next part, which is the Exhibit Hall. It's so busy here as well, though. That's the issue. So guys, this is the exhibition hall. So this is the first part. Here is Toy Story. There's Toy Story. Look how that. So you've got a massive ball down here. And then over here, you've got a massive Lego Super Mario Bowser. That's pretty cool. Look at that. I was saying, it is so busy here. And this is just day one as well. Penguin Random House books. What have they got shown here? So they've got a couple of comic books in there. I'm just trying to find like the best place to go to. Oh, okay. This is what I kind of really wanted. It is the Funko store. Hi! Look at that. We've got 11. We've got 11 Eden Egos on the things. How sick is that? Here are some of the prices for some of the bags. You can get some of the Loungefly bags, all starting from like 65 up to like 130 euros all along. There's obviously a couple of special limited edition Funkos in here. So I'm going to go in there and see if I can find some. Just so you're aware, this goes all the way down here. This is the queue just for the Funko. Now, the reason obviously I specified that one is because some of the Funkos that actually come out are specifically for the Comic-Con San Diego events. So they're ultra rare anyway. So people want to come here, they get a few collectibles. Great, amazing. I think I might have to wait for this queue later on because right now it's so busy. Just over here you got some of the League of Legends games going on, Pineapple, Bittersweet Revenge, Age of Empires. It is very loud, and look, it is very busy here. Over here we are watching Super Mario Brothers. Let's watch the people stand playing this. Okay, so this is in the bottom right-hand corner of the score. You've got Wax Heads, Assemble Care, lots of other games. You've also got, actually on the other side of here, you've got some PlayStation 5 games that you can literally just come along, pick up a controller and play away. Okay, so it's so loud. The games they've got on here, you've got Horizon, you've got Fortnite, and you've got some actual games. And each one's obviously got different games playing. Obviously, lots of people are playing. That looks so cool. It's cool that on this edge of there, isn't it? Then, obviously, with everyone, you've always got your large amounts of comic book stores and all of your books you're going to find. Lots of toys, collectibles, puzzles, games, you name it, guys. There's so many here, but these guys are going to be rampant busy. They've paid a lot of money to get here. Some of the actual booths here have had to pay the best part of 10,000 euro just to get a table here. So you can imagine the amount of money they're going to have to make now just to be able to get their profit back. So I think what we do is, rather than trying to find a set location, I think I'm just going to wander through and try and find some of the better parts. So over here we've got a few more rare Funkos on a little trade stall. Not badly priced. Then we've got we've got some of the exhibitions going on here. So this one is actually for Predator Badlands. Obviously a new game that's coming out obviously on the 7th of November. I'll see if we can get inside and see exactly what's going on in there. Oh, sweet, look at that. How cool is that? Again, if it's in Spanish, can't say anything but sorry. You got the Back to the Future car just up in here. So a queue you've got on this side here, guys, is for the Tron Ares. Now this is obviously for a photo point that you can take, have a photo with the Tron bike, obviously from the upcoming film. I don't think film and game, I suppose, is the best way of looking at it. Up here. I think if I go higher, it's going to probably be a lot easier. Obviously, got Pokemon cards and some of these smaller trade stands. And if you look at these bigger obviously companies, you've got Ladra, obviously, that do the Star Wars figurines. You've then got obviously Ladra, some of these Batman and Superman ones as well. On the back part here, we've got Jurassic World. Honestly, it's hard trying to get as much footage as I can here. It's almost a nightmare, but you've got a little photo point down here, guys, with some of the eggs from Jurassic World. I feel like I'm literally shouting into the mic. All right, so on one of the back left corners, we've also got geek, lots of sports apparel, bags, Funko, Stranger Things, you name it. They've got everything here. I've actually got a little bit of a secret to tell you as well. We've got one photo book today, guys, literally one photo, and that's at 3 o'clock. So I need to make sure I get there for that one. You're not going to want to miss the photo I've got. Well, I think it's quite fascinating, but you lot might not think that. I didn't realise Sylvanian families were still a thing, but obviously they are still heavily a collectible. like a whole little section where you can buy some of your Sylvanian families. Now, you have to obviously buy them on the machine, put them off, and then these guys over here will collect your Sylvanian families for you. T-shirts, lots and lots of T-shirts everywhere. We're going to obviously continue walking through and see as much as we can. In the back left corner, we have got Nintendo. Now, they are exhibiting the Nintendo Switch 2 here. If I go up, it's probably easier to see everything. So there with the Pokemon, see, I can't speak Spanish. It's really hard for them to actually work out what's going on. But we've actually got some of the Pokemon guys down here as well. Okay, so you guys are going to tell me, who is that? And who is that? Not the kids, but who are these people? Like, who are these Pokemon? That's so cool. And again, over here you can then choose to play one of the Nintendo Switch 2s. And I think at the moment, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Donkey Kong Bonanza. On the back, again, even more Nintendo Switch 2s with Super Mario Brothers playing on. Again, you can come along, help yourself, pick one up. They have got the small handheld ones in case obviously you are a bit more of a, oh, I'm not sure if I want to play that or not. We've also got obviously Mario Kart World going on over here. Oh wait, it's actually Mario Kart World that's actually being played. I thought it was with Mario Brothers, unless it was two different things. There's bedlam everywhere. The comic book artists alley. A lot of these obviously are going to be more of the Spanish variants of the writers' things. There's not very many English people here, I can assure you. You've got your magical mystery bags. Not sure what's going to be in them. Anime seems to be playing a very, very, very big part. Now, obviously, I know San Diego Comic Con is a bit more about that sort of life, but I just didn't realise how big it really, really was. It's a lot easier this way, seeing what's going on up there, than it is trying to see things, obviously, even at my height. So we've got obviously more artist alley down here, guys. We've got Heritage Auctions, Kaibar, Le Bon Leo, and a few more other comic book providers going on. How cool is that? It's so hard to try and even like walk down some of these alleys because they are so busy. I've just realised that walking down here, literally walking down here, we've got Walking Dead Universe as one of the pictures. We have got Daryl King here this weekend, these 4 days. We've also got the likes of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not sure where that one came into it. Some armor factory prop mask. You've got some more Funkos and some more Lego here. Some very, very specific to Comic Con. The Funkos up on the left-hand side. A lot of them are covered. They've got their prices on. And I actually thought they were going to be really, really expensive. Thinking obviously where we are, we've got like $15.95, $17.95 in euros. Actually, really, really quite cheap. Okay, so I'm at the back right now of the Funko queue. You've got no idea how big this queue is. It goes all the way right down to that very end where there's an exit sign right there. This is 1 hour later. I did say the queue was long. I've been in this queue now for an hour and a half to get in to see, well, obviously not Little Mermaid and Pocahontas, but to see Funko. An hour and a half. This queue is bonkers. And people from the staff keep coming back and saying things, obviously in Spanish. And when you're asking, oh, what is you're saying, they continue then to speak Spanish. It's like, oh, okay, so I'll say like, oh, like what basically speak English to them. And they have no idea. Okay, so we're going to basically carry on walking through. The Funko line actually stopped and they were no longer letting anybody in because they'd run out of stock. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's bonkers. On the top left-hand side of the arena, you have got Bandai Namco. So up here, we've got a couple of games being played. So we've got on the PlayStation, we have got the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Obviously, very, very long queues going on here, guys. Someone just won a monitor, no idea how, what, why, but someone just won one. Okay, so as we walk out of that hall, we're now going to head outside a little bit towards the collector hall. There is still such a huge queue trying to get in there, but we're going to head towards the collector hall, meet the artists and Hall M. And as you can probably see, there's a lot of people with these bags, so rather than obviously carrying your own bags, these are cool little bags. And in the bag, you can basically, like, it goes over your shoulders and no one can kind of steal your stuff. Okay guys, so this is some of the collector hall. Now this stuff in here is incredible. So these are some of the rarest collectibles you'll ever find. So on here, we have got some of the DC Universe. Look at those, they're incredible. And as we head round, we've got a little bit more of the DC. So we've got Black Adam as the starting point, followed then obviously by the Joker. A little further way down, we've also then got Batman, we've got Joker down here. Look how cool and realistic they look. Then we've got the Suicide Squad, we've got Wonder Woman. How amazing these, and we've got some Lord of the Rings down here as well. Up the top end, we have got some of the Transformers. We've got Tony Stark, then we've got Thor, or sorry, Iron Man, followed by Thor, Hulk. We have got Predators. How cool do they look? And then down here, we have some more of the Predators. We've got the original Predator. Okay, so if you head out of this hall, you're then going to head straight over to the village. So that's obviously the main entrance, just you see just over there. Welcome to the village. So out here we've got our food. We've also got some of Meet the Artists out here. So on the right hand side, on the left hand side, as you come out of the main arena and you come through the village, you've then got the first part of Meet the Artists. Got a giant food hall outside. I'm gonna go get some food in a second, but this is where autographs and photos and things like that are all gonna be taking place. Now, there's only a couple of them going on. I've got one, but I'm not sure which queue is for which person, and that's going to be the biggest issue, I think, trying to find out who it is and where they're going to be. Okay, so you find that these two whole tents have literally, they're fed by two relatively smaller tents of food. And the issue is that people are literally flaking out now because it is very, very warm. It's about 25, 26 degrees at the moment. There's nowhere to get water because all the water butts that kind of put out for everyone have gone. There's only these massive queues. Now, I got to the point a minute ago where I was literally so close to being served, and then someone with a wheelchair had to go in front of me, and then someone with crutches to go in front of me. And it's kind of like we're actually rewarding some of these disabilities. And I get it, but obviously I've been queuing for an hour to get in, and I don't get it, honestly. It's absolutely nuts. So this is the queue after like 2 hours. This is me saying hi and bye to Comic-Con. Well, San Diego Comic-Con, Malaga. Oh God, that was such a long day. And all I've got to do now is walk back to the airport to get back in time for my flight. I am absolutely cream crackered. But on the way back, we'll have a bit of a debrief, shall we, on what you should expect when you come to Comic-Con in Malaga. I would have to apologise for the hair because it's been a very, very warm, hot day. A lot of teething issues that's a lie. I say teething issues, they're very, very, very big issues. A, there's not enough people serving food. Therefore, people are having to stand in the sun for 2 to 3 hours just to get some food, just to get some water, because there is nowhere else to get water unless you leave the physical site and then jump back into a queue. The photo organisational skills Again, absolutely horrendous. Nothing was on time. The queue for the photos at the very end is going to be a good 2 hour queue to pick up your photo. You paid 90 euros for a photo, like you shouldn't have to wait this long, but it is what it is.